Do you have eye discomfort?
Yes.
Can you see?
Sometimes.
Well, if you can't see sometimes, then what do you think that means?
Contact lenses.
Oh my God. Well, hello. Welcome to All Ages of Geek. We're doing something a little different today. My name is Kat.
I'm Tat.
And today, we are just going to be reacting to some awesome things about contacts. Why? Because your eyes matter. You matter. Yes. Yes. Anyway, I don't have contacts.
I do.
What's it like, actually? Like, this is an honest, genuine question.
Okay, well, I need to tell a little backstory.
Okay, go ahead.
Before we go into
your
this.
horror story?
So,
yeah.
No, about this reaction video.
Yes.
So the people at Stone Canyon Eye Show actually reached out to us at like a very strange time to react
Tell them
to
why
this video.
It's a strange
so
time.
I don't know what we were doing. I think we were editing something
Yes.
in this room as we were filming in. And I was cleaning my glasses because I have glasses when I don't react because you could see like the lens
glare.
Oh yeah, it's annoying. So I usually wear my contacts when we're like reacting and filming videos. And I was cleaning my glasses, and they literally like snapped in half. Okay, great. So I was like, if you know me on a personal level, I cannot see. My eyes are horrible. If I don't have my glasses on or my contacts, I can't
don't
see.
you have like two different eyes?
So, yeah. No, well, we all do.
I mean?
But like, my right eye is worse than my left eye. But either way, I can't see without glasses. Like literally, I wouldn't be able to see this thing, which is like very close to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my glasses break, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna order a new one. It's fine. I'll wear my contacts for like 3 days, and hopefully, like the glasses come. I'm not gonna say the company name. I order online from this company that I usually use for my glasses, and it's like, I don't remember. It was like during holidays, so everything was like, oh, it's gonna be delayed. It's gonna be delayed. It took like 3 weeks. Was it 3 weeks? Maybe like 2 weeks.
No. It was a 2.5.
Okay, 2.5 weeks.
What'd you have to wear, Tat?
I have prescription sunglasses. So for 2 weeks, I was wearing prescription sunglasses in public, just like inside stores. I had sunglasses on, looking like a fool. I didn't want to wear contacts because if I wear contacts for more than like 8 hours, which I'm sure this video will touch on, I feel very like awful,
your
not comfortable.
Your eyes dry out.
It's like it's a miserable time. So when they reached out to us, I was like,
timing.
There is a God, hello, because the timing was so perfect.
God's
so strange. And this is not like, oh, I'm just making up this story because we have this video to react to. It's literally like the time was like, oh, my glasses broke. Like 2 days later, they reached out and they're like, hey, you want to react to this video about contact lenses? I was like, yes, perfect timing, thank you. So I'm sure this video is going to touch on like if you are a contact eye user. If you use contacts, this video will definitely give you like an education on like how to like use them so you're comfortable in using them. Because I can confirm it is miserable wearing contacts. It is awful. If you have glasses or contacts, you know the struggle. Especially personally, the worst thing about wearing glasses is when it rains. You get little dots on your glasses. It's awful. And then with contacts, it's like if you don't take care of them right, it is so uncomfortable. So like I'm sure this video will talk about it. I know. Yeah.
But tell me also about your friend. What happened to her?
I had a friend who got her contact, like, I'm not going to say her name, but hey, if you're watching this, you know I'm talking about you. She got her contact, like, stuck up here. And, like, that was before I had contacts. So when I heard that story in high school, I was like, I'm never getting contacts. And then I got contacts because I started to hate wearing glasses.
Yeah.
And every time I would put them in, I would think about her contact getting stuck like here in her eye, and all the time I would think my contacts are like stuck in my eye, but they never were. No. But like if anyone is like interested in wearing contacts, I'm sure this video will give you like a little bit about like how to take care of it and stuff, because like I personally was terrified the first time I wore contacts. But like it is a neat thing if you can't see. So.
I mean, that's the thing, is it's new for people in general. So hopefully this video, if you're getting contacts or you need some like a brush up on some healthcare for your eyes, hopefully this does give you some, what's the word?
Education.
Not education. There's another word, but we'll use the word education about eye health and everything, because it is a serious thing, and we like to inform you guys about how to take care of yourselves. But
like
it's just funny with the timing.
The timing, like I was like, wow.
Thanks.
10 out of 10.
Thanks for the story.
You're welcome.
Yeah, hope it made some people laugh.
Don't break your glasses.
It's like it's the concept of like it was
The timing.
The timing, at first it was bad. Like, I remember, like, that was like, she was in such a bad mood. She was upset. I was like, oh my God, no. Like, you're obviously, if you don't have your glasses, you can't see. And also, she has the thing with color where if like she's editing and she has to have like the computer a certain way.
So I'm editing videos and like I'm wearing my sunglasses. It's like sepia because I'm like, I wish I had them. I don't know what they're in my car. But I have my sunglasses on. Yeah. And I'm editing, and like I would go back the next day with my contacts in, and it would be completely off.
That's fucked up.
So
that's so fucked up.
Don't break your glasses. That's the lesson of the story.
This is to just take care of your eyes.
Yeah.
So let's go see what kind of tips we got today. Here we go.
Contact lens discomfort. This is something I personally know the meaning of well. It's a problem that I dealt with for 16 years of my life. I knew and still know hundreds of people with this problem today, even with all the great advancements in contact lens technology. It's an extremely common problem with contact lens wear that even me, an eye doctor, had to really fight with before I finally understood what caused it and how to fix the problem.
Give me the answer.
Let me show you why I was dead wrong when I first came up with my theory
of
why my contacts were driving me crazy during my time in high school and undergraduate years, and where I messed up when I tried to find the solution. So you don't have to wait this long. I want to tell you the story of why it took me so long to realize why my contacts were always bothering me, and my journey that led me to finally finding the solution to my almost 2-decade-long problem. If this sounds like what you're going through with your contacts, be sure to watch this video until the end, where throughout the video I'll share with you the real secret to better contact lens comfort. Let me show you why I no longer deal with contact lens discomfort and what I finally did to fix it coming up.
Yes. I like your intro.
Yes.
Picture this. You're wearing contact lenses, you're sitting at work in front of a computer, it's just after lunchtime, you take a bathroom break, and when you're in the restroom, you happen to notice that your eyes look a little red. You go back to work, about 30 minutes later, you start blinking a little faster than you were earlier that day. The blink is a reflex, so sometimes that's something difficult to actually become aware of about yourself, that you're blinking faster. After another 30 minutes, you notice that one eye starts to feel a little irritated, especially when you blink. It feels a little dry, it might burn a little bit, and it might even put you in a bit of a bad mood.
It does.
More time goes by and you start to notice that your other eye starts to bother you as well. You look in the mirror and notice that both eyes are even more red than before. And at this point you can't wait to get home because you just want to take out those contacts and put your glasses on for the evening. This is confusing to you because you're wearing contacts that your eye doctor said are nice and breathable and that most people find comfortable. They might even be the latest, greatest one-day contacts that are the most known for all-day comfort. But they still cause eye irritation. You get home, you take out your contacts, and right off the bat, you can tell that your eyes instantly feel better. At this point, there might still be slight irritation, maybe the temptation to rub your eyes for a few seconds after removing your contacts. Days go by and you start to notice that this is happening more often until it becomes a daily occurrence. The same story happened to me, and it all started when I was in middle school.
Oh no, what happened?
I was playing football and needed something besides eyeglasses. My eye doctor gave me some soft contacts, and I quickly began using them every single day. I didn't have much of a choice on which brand of contact lenses I was using at the time, but as I got older and moved out after high school, I had more of a choice on my brand of contacts. For the first time in my life, I started letting the eye doctor know when my contacts were uncomfortable, and then they would have me try a different brand than the previous, hoping that the latest, greatest contact lenses would give me better all-day comfort. Because if you've ever had to deal with contact lens discomfort, especially chronic discomfort, you know that it not only causes chronic red eyes, but it's a real distraction in your day-to-day life. Let me know in the comments below the like button the most comfortable brands of contacts you've ever worn. I have some predictions already on some brands that might be mentioned in the comments. So year after year, I'd go to my eye doctor, and about every year or two, I would ask if I could switch brands of contacts because surely there was someone out there, some contact lens manufacturer who had cracked the code and found out how to make a truly comfortable contact lens. And over the years, I knew that contacts were feeling a little better as technology advanced and contacts became more breathable. But at the end of the day, the contact lens related discomfort was still there, haunting me. Finally, I'm in optometry school,
I get it, bro.
and I have a chance to try even more brands of contacts. But something happened during those years that changed my contact lens wearing life forever. And here's what changed. While I was studying in the lab with my study group one night, as we all took turns looking at each other's eyes behind the microscope, my friends let me know that I had a lot of inflammation under my eyelids. And that was new to me because I was always healthy in general and didn't see any reason why I might have so much inflammation under my eyelids. And through school, I was taught that the tissue tissue around the eyes and under the eyelids, also known as the conjunctiva, can be highly sensitive to stuff blowing around in your environment like dust or pollen or pet dander. It also becomes inflamed when you have an eye infection. So how does it all relate to contact lens discomfort? The key to understanding this is understanding that certain things can cause our bodies or parts of our bodies to become inflamed.
Inflammation
and
is such a
if we
thing.
aggravate that inflammation, it only makes the inflammation even worse. So when we're wearing contact lenses, our eyes still have to blink. And if the back of the eyelids are inflamed, and then we blink with a contact lens on our eye, and then we blink thousands of times per day, the inflammation behind the eyelids become more inflamed due to the swollen or bumpy parts of the back of the eyelids skipping across the edge of the contact lens thousands of times per day, to the point to where one or both eyes have hit a threshold of inflammation that causes people to begin to feel pain and irritation while the contact lenses are still on. And it's kind of like this. Have you ever been bitten by a mosquito and you had a small bump that was a little bit itchy and red, and then you ended up scratching it and you watched that bump turn into a very large bump that's even more itchy and irritated than before? That same sort of thing can happen under the eyelids, where the inflammation gets worse when it's aggravated. So how do we use this knowledge to help us have better contact lens comfort? We need to remember that there are certain causes of this inflammation. We as doctors could always take the easy route and prescribe some anti-inflammatory medication like a steroid or antihistamine, but we might be doing a disservice to our patients if we skip the part about teaching them how to
Oh my
effectively
God,
remove the cause
thank
of
you.
inflammation in the first place.
Wow.
The following are 5
That makes you
techniques
look like a
I
good doctor when
myself
people say
use and I
that,
tell
like-
my patients to use to remove the cause of the inflammation and to prevent inflammation so it doesn't lead to chronic contact lens discomfort. I recommend saving this video in case you need to refer to this again in the future, and I'll include links to my favorite videos that provide even more information about the 5 things I'm about to discuss. Just click on the More button under the Like button below to open up the show notes to find those extra video links. Step number 1, do lid washes. Wash your eyelashes. I wash my eyelashes every day in the shower. If I don't, guaranteed contact lens discomfort. When you wash your eyelashes, you're removing dust, pollen, excess oil that comes out of the oil glands. You're removing the cause of the irritation. Do that daily. Nighttime's the best. Some people have to follow up with a little rinse with saline under the eyelids. Keep your eyelashes pristine to avoid the cause of inflammation. 2, cut back on the amount of time you wear your contacts in any given day, and no sleeping in contacts, even if it's approved by the FDA to sleep in.
Wait, people do
3,
that?
never rub your eyes even if they itch. Instead, take the opportunity to go wash your eyelashes if you absolutely have to touch your eyes.
I'm going to try this.
Yeah.
4, consider in-office eyelid biofilm removal with your eye doctor. We get a biofilm that grows on our eyelids right at the lash margin, just like our teeth get a biofilm that grow on them that cause us to need to go in and get our teeth cleaned every so often. Our eyelids also have a biofilm that grows on them, and sometimes this biofilm can lead to chronic inflammation and chronic redness of the eyes and can contribute to contact lens discomfort. Ask your eye doctor about in-office eyelid biofilm removal for the best and ultimate eyelid hygiene. 5, wear appropriate safety glasses or sunglasses when you're out in the wind, in the dust, in the yard, or in the shop. And here's a pro tip. Get some sunglasses that have a little spongy insert that snaps into the back of the glasses to where when you put them on, it closes off the circulating air that could get behind the sunglasses that contains irritants like dust and pollen and circulating air. These types of glasses are the type of glasses that you go out riding on an ATV with. Or what I do is I wear my sunglasses when I'm taking trips in the car and I have my contact lenses on. If you're a contact lens wearer, you know that sometimes you have to deal with contact lens related dryness. And if the air conditioner or heater's on in the car and you're taking a trip for like 2 hours with all that circulating air, your eyes are going to be a little bit more prone to drying out with your contacts on. If you have glasses on that have a bit of a moisture chamber because a little spongy insert is blocking out the circulating air from getting behind, it'll also prevent your contact lenses from drying out so fast. But it'll definitely prevent the cause of inflammation from entering the back of those sunglasses. Again, like dust, pollen, and anything that's blowing around in the wind. I'll include a link to sunglasses like that in the description below. If you like this video, you'll definitely not want to miss my next one where I go over my
I really like how he's
brands of
giving the
contacts
actual
if you're looking
tips,
for
not just like,
contact
oh, get
lens
some
comfort
like
alone. Smash the
prescription
like button if you're
medication.
getting any value out of this video, and subscribe for more eye-opening content.
I feel like the biggest problem is that, you know, when people go to the doctors or not even just doctors, like if you find things online, sometimes it's like you get like 30 minutes of a video explaining things, even like with editing or something.
Yes.
It's like they don't get to the point, and then you feel like you don't have any knowledge that you gain. With this, it was short, it was sweet, and very, very informative. And the thing is too is like when you take this stuff into consideration, like inflammation's a huge issue. A lot of problems in people's lives have to do with inflammation. So it's like I never would have thought that here can get inflamed.
And the eyelash thing, I want to try that.
So it's like it makes you think like don't overdo it, because I feel like if you do overdo certain things, like it can get worse. But like what he was saying is try this before you go and do something else.
Because even like a lot of people want like the fast track, like
so
they
many
want
people.
the answers like this. So it's always like, oh, take this pill and your eyes will feel better or whatever's going on with you. But like it's usually you got to start with the small minimum things.
It's self-care, and I feel like a lot of times people, like you were saying, they want the fast track, but they want to skip out of actually doing like at-home remedies first, or anything that can actually potentially work, because they want to say like, oh no, I want to trust my doctor. Oh no, I want to go there and go. It's like, yeah, but the thing is, if you try the first steps first, that could be home remedies and could actually help you, it's like, why not try that? Because I can't even imagine, like, if like people are at work, they can't take it out because they didn't bring their like glasses
like
with
right
them.
now my eyes are so dry. Because we have these lights beaming at us, so like whenever we're filming, it's like sometimes I'm like, oh my god, my eyes hurt so bad. So it's like hopefully like this stuff will actually like help.
That's crazy though, because again, like I feel like. Oh god, it's sad because like inflammation's not talked about enough. Like inflammation could be like something with like acne, it could be something with an inflamed knee, it could be something with the stomach or the esophagus or anything. It's like a lot of people skip out on what inflammation is. And it's like inflammation, there's a lot of easy home remedies, or even like, let's say you have like a stomach problem, you can have certain teas. Like, it's crazy how people skip out of talking about what inflammation is. And I never thought the eye could get inflamed. So it's like his type of like content, it's informative.
And I like the personal.
It's informative,
too.
exactly.
Because like a lot of like health videos are usually like, yes, this is how you take care of your eyes. This is what, like he was telling a story about like his time in high school playing football and like, how it affected him. So it makes you feel more connected to like the doctor giving you advice for something that may be like bothering you, like your eyes.
Yeah, and it's like in a way, it's he's kind of telling you before you do this, and it's like that shows a lot because he is an eye doctor, and in a way, doctors, how do they make their money when they see their patients, or they like if they prescribe certain things. So he's literally saying, I'm giving you this advice first because I feel like I wouldn't be a good doctor to skip this out on my patients to inform them. So that shows that he truly does care for his patients, or, you know, you're not his patient, but here's the thing. You just learned something.
Thank you, doctor.
So what I want her to do is, like, try it.
In like a week, if in a week from this video being posted, there will be a comment under it if washing your eyelashes helped. I'm sure it'll be like, yes, it helped. But come back in a week to find out.
No, what's also cool is the sunglasses, because I never...
I'm going to try that too,
The moisture, because that reminds me of, like, with humidifiers, like with, like, dry skin or something. A lot of times people say, like, in the winter, because you have the heat on, you want to put your humidifier on at light.
I got a story for heat.
All right.
So...
What happened?
Okay, this is probably...
Do I know this?
You think so.
Okay.
This is probably 2 or 3 years ago. I was driving with with someone that I used to be friends with, and we were driving, and it was cold out, and we live in New Jersey, and New Jersey gets cold during the winter.
Okay.
So I'm blasting my heat in my car. And this is before I had the contacts that I wear now, which the ones I have now are much better than the ones I used to wear back then. And we have the heat on, and I'm driving.
Oh,
one of mine gets so dry, it pops out of my eye. Mind you, I'm driving. My friend can't drive.
He just gets out. He just like
no. He's My contact just pops out. My friend can't drive. Don't do this, but I did it. I'm driving like this.
Oh my god.
Because I can't. Because it's like when both your eyes don't see the same, it hurts your head. So I'm like covering the eye that doesn't have the contact.
Oh my god.
Don't do this. Do not do that. If that happens to you, try to find a ride or someone else who could drive you, because that's so bad.
So you're like this.
I was stupid back then, so I'm like driving like this to my friend's house to drop her off. But it's like, that stuff happens, especially in the car when you have specifically the heat. The air does too.
Oh my god.
Mostly the heater in your car, it will dry your contact to the point where like, they might pop out. So it's like,
so wait,
I'm gonna try those sunglasses.
It actually...
It dried so bad. Because I think I was wearing them. I will admit, I do not take care of, especially back then, I did not take care of my contacts the way I should have. So it was like, like, I was probably wearing them for a while. So
You never slept with them, right?
No,
Okay.
only one time I fell asleep by accident.
Yeah.
But, worse. Don't do that. But I'm, like, driving and it pops out. And I'm like, that's why it's like, okay, yeah, it's like, especially when he mentioned the air and the heat, I was like, yeah, that's a thing. So, like, maybe those sunglasses will help.
Yeah.
And, like, eye drops and all that stuff. But don't do that. If you're driving, don't do this.
And the thing is, too, is, like, it's, because people don't even think, like, with heat,
it dries it. No, and it hurts.
It dries anything
and it
out.
Hurts.
So I'm wondering if it, with, like, winter, too, if, like, because if you have, like, the heater on in the house.
Oh, yeah, like, right now.
Like, right now. So I'm wondering if that's something that, like, I'm wondering if, like, there's, like, eye humidifiers.
Just,
like, mini ones to be like this, too. But that's, again, like, it's very appreciative to see somebody actually take the time of day to give this informative information. And if you guys have not seen any of his videos, definitely go check it out, because doctors like this actually care about you. Yeah. Because you're not going to, like, go to a doctor. It's like, here's a person. Because the other thing, too, is people don't understand, like, with eyes or even ears, like, if you don't clean your ears out, a lot of times you could get, like, your equilibrium could be off. You're, like, you kind of walk a different way. And people automatically think, oh, my God, there's something wrong with me. Go to the doctor, get prescribed these drugs that make them feel worse. And the doctor doesn't tell them, oh, maybe you should clean your ears. Or, oh, maybe it's something with, like, your nasal or eyes or anything else. And it's like this whole area, I feel like people skip out on to see how important it actually is. So it's like, before you go and say, like, oh, like he said, like, your head can hurt, your eyes can hurt.
Worst.
Before you're thinking the worst of, like, oh, my God, I have this headache. It could be something, like, extremely serious. Think maybe it's your eyes. Are you wearing contacts? Did you put your eye drops in? Did you, like, do any of the tips that he did? So before you go, like, we're not saying don't go to the doctor, but at the same time, take these steps first, because you never know that this could actually, like, help save your poor eyes. Because seeing some of those people's eyes, especially that one guy, because he had really light eyes.
Yeah, like the blue eyes.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's horrible. It is horrible. If anyone wears contacts, you know it affects you every single day.
Wow.
Especially, like, if you have to wear them all the time. It
it's
affects
crazy.
you every single day. Like, it sounds dramatic, but, like, really, like, having bad eyes, it's like, every single day there's something you're like, oh my God, like, I just wish I could see normally. It's not fun. So it's like having tips like this about your contacts, like, definitely check out the rest of his channel too, because we're going to after this, because I need help with my eyes. But you should too if you have contacts.
The other thing too is I appreciate his branding. I love the fact that, but even like the in between the transitions, it's like it looks like he's like, oh, I'm looking into your eye. That's really cool. So you know, when I don't want to always say this, like sometimes you can't trust people with good branding, but here's the thing. I do.
We like you
because it's like when it's like, here's the thing: if you care about your branding, that means you're taking the time of day to actually say, like, I really do genuinely want to showcase something that's not only informative but is also very artistic and creative as well. But also, branding is important too, because it makes you kind of not just stand out, but also make you feel like, oh, you took the time to actually care. So maybe you actually care about your patients too.
Yes.
It's I'm sorry, I'm an Aries. I'm this whole thing when it comes to like branding. That's like kind of like an Aries thing, but I appreciate it. You took the time of day and you kept it with 8 minutes, and that's like, again, informative, not like a 100-hour video.
Yeah,
it's like, this is how you go and do this. It's like this actually, like you separated it. You said save the video. So go check out this channel because they're awesome.
Yes.
Anyway, guys, I'm Kat.
I'm Tat.
This is All Ages Geek. God bless you guys, and you have an amazing day. Bye.
Click that mouse and warp into All Ages of Geek's website, your ultimate portal to everything geek culture. Here you'll find articles that speak your language, from the latest anime buzz to the coolest tech trends. Our mission? To celebrate geekdom in all its glory. Whether you're a gamer, a comic enthusiast, a 90s kid, or an anime aficionado, we've got something for you. Dive deep into them with All Ages of Geek.